Good morning. Good morning. I think that I could have started a little smoother today, but I did get the recording started. Let me look here and see if the microphone's working. There's been two podcasts where the introduction for some reason doesn't record. I've never figured out what's going on, but I just know that it happens. So we know we've got the microphone. We know we've got it recorded. This is our 11th consecutive live stream. And might as well start off the show with a bang. It will be the last live stream on Deerwood Realty's channel. Now, I know all of you are sad about that, but we're just moving the live stream. We're moving the live stream over to a new channel called Deerwood Realty Livestream. And I just want you to see it. It's right here. There it is. That's it. That's what we're doing. We're literally just moving it over to its own channel. Now, when they say, John, you made another channel last week, now you're making this channel. What are you doing? Well, here's what I'm doing. I know my videos are good for the podcast. I mean, I know they're good. And I know that the one just took off the other week, okay? And then I do a live stream in the morning and all of a sudden everything gets cut off. Like every video I do, it starts off great and then just gets cut off as soon as I do a live stream. Now, I don't know anything about the Google algorithm and you don't either because it's a trade secret. I watched one streamer that I like. He used to do videos and then he just stopped doing videos altogether because he just got fed up. But he was doing the videos on the same channel he was doing his live streaming. I watched another guy this past week who started off doing TikTok videos, amassed a huge subscriber base on YouTube, and then wanted to go, and he made videos, but then he started to go more and more into live streaming. And he just this week decided to make his own live stream channel. Well, then I watched a video from 2020, which is dated now. But that guy said, "Well, it's not that the algorithm isn't is intentionally penalizing you. It's that the audience that would normally watch one type of video isn't going to watch the next type of video." So, in my case, like the podcast is an episode that's maybe 10 minutes long and it just discusses one topic pretty in depth. But then that same person isn't necessarily the same person that's going to watch a live stream, especially not for an hour. And so my stats for the live stream have been just trashing my videos, and it's not helping. So the idea of more content is good, maybe, but it's not helping me. And to be honest, like I like both mediums the same. I don't really. I mean, the podcasts are a little harder for me to do the way I'm doing them because I have to prepare every day. And there has to be something that catches my eye. The live stream I have to prepare every day for too, but it's not, if I screw something up, we just keep going. It's not the same. But here's what I'm hoping will happen. I don't have that many subscribers on the main channel, 57 right now. So if you are one of those diehard live stream watchers, I know you're out there. There's a few of you that like to watch after I do the live stream. Those people, please subscribe to the new channel. And the rest of you stay on the regular channel. It's just going to be the podcast. If I do get into in a space where I'm interviewing people and I see that hurting the main channel, I'll move that too, and I'll move the listings off the channel too. I mean, I can play the game of having many different channels. That doesn't frighten me. Now, will I screw up? Yes. I guarantee you that there's going to be one day where I'm streaming one thing somewhere and I'm supposed to be putting it somewhere else. It's most likely going to be I'm supposed to be streaming at my new live stream channel and I'm streaming at Deerwood Realty instead. But I typically stream every day at 9 a.m. and I'm not getting anywhere in the algorithm, and it's not. I mean, I get it, but I'm not going to penalize my main channel because no one's watching my live stream. That doesn't make any sense. And then the next question is are you starting that other channel for the live streams? Ugh. Boy, it's scary. Last night, I mean, I showed houses all day. Got home and I was just beat. I was just beat, and I just don't know if I can. I mean, maybe I've got in a day. Maybe I've got what? So you got 24 hours in a day, and probably 8 of them I'm sleeping. So you know, I don't have a lot of hours. I maybe sleep 7 hours, but there's probably an hour wasted every day anyway. So I mean, I'm in a spot where I only have so many hours in the day. I've got my I've got my I've only got like I've only got 15 or 16 hours a day to do everything I need to do. And that includes eat, and yeah, it's tough. Now I'm going to take another hour and do a live stream at night. Ugh, tough, tough. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but anyway, definitely the start of the live stream channel for the new Deerwood Realty live streams should go tomorrow. Now, the Deerwood Realty live stream and the Deerwood Realty podcast are both going to be on the website. I mean, like the replay. So you'll be able to see that, unless it says on the YouTube guidelines, it says that you can't embed a stream from a new channel. So it takes 2 months to get approved or something. So that makes it highly unlikely that I'll be able to embed the videos based on what they say, but I don't understand what embedding the videos, why that's a bad thing or how that will hurt anything. So I will look to set that up. I had thought about taking all the live streams off the channel and just moving them over, but they wouldn't be live streams at that point. And I have stats and everything on them, and I'm just going to leave them over at the Deerwood Realty channel. I'm just going to start a new tomorrow. Now, if something screws up, okay, then we'll reassess. But I just think, I mean, for example, I had a video, and I've been playing around with things. Like I released a video at like 1 a.m. yesterday, like thinking, hey, that way it'll be showing all day long. Well, it didn't do anything. Didn't do anything differently than any other video. But you know, if this one guy's doing it, he's a little bit younger than me and a little smarter. If he's doing it and it seems like the right move, then I'm going to do it too. Now, he's got 400,000 subscribers. I have 57. So, and then his new channel only has 7,000 subscribers on the live stream, but that's the way it is. I know that people watch live streams and they're part of live streams and they chat and everything's fun, and I want to be involved with that 100%, especially with regards to real estate, because it's just a bizarre industry. So if you, like I said, if you can, please go over and subscribe to the Deerwood Realty live streams channel. If there are errors and mistakes along the way, please put up with me. One of my favorite YouTubers, and I was so disappointed last night, and one of the reasons why I was tired, he is, he's great. He's got 1 million subscribers, and he's not a quote unquote pro. I'm going to eat this piece of chocolate. It's good. Sorry. I didn't realize it was going to take as long as it did. Okay, so he makes good money on YouTube. I have no doubt. But I don't think he edits. I think he edits on his own. I don't think he has somebody doing his editing for him. I also think that's a mistake. But anyway, he put in an ad yesterday, a paid promotion. And the minute that the paid promotion went in, it knocked the sound out of whack. So it was an hour-long show. For 7 minutes in, it was just a disaster. And I still watched it. I hated it. It was hard to understand with the dialogue being different than what was going on the screen. But I watched it. And will something like that happen to me sometime? Maybe. But if I were to just sit there and say, "Oh well, better not do it because it might fail," at 44, 45 years old, I think I'm 44. Anyway, I failed at many things. I've failed at many things, so that doesn't scare me. If it annoys you, I mean, I get it. If you're annoyed, I'm sorry. Like really. So, last little part. If you're coming to my channel tomorrow and expecting to see the live stream, it's not going to be there. It's going to be on the Deerwood Realty live stream channel. That's that. Have I made a decision on the other channel? If I can get the Deerwood Realty live stream channel working, that is enjoyable chat, then yes. And let's go into that today. Who's beating me live streaming, right? Because it's impossible for me to believe that every single live stream I do, there's one person watching. Okay. And it's like, really? And then when I see what other people are doing, okay. We have all kinds of music stations. I get that because people are watching. EarthCam Live Kiev, Ukraine. People are waiting for that situation to explode. 657 people are watching that. 62 people are watching 24/7 in-stock GPU alerts. Rhino Radio has 14 people watching. No Rules Sunday Stream has 91 people watching. Somebody in France has got 5.3 thousand people watching. Only one of Live has 426 people watching. Under Red Sea 4K, Incredible Underwater World Relaxing, that's 413 watching, and that's not even live. So I get it, and most of these people are foreign, and I'm not complaining, but it's the time, right? Who's got time to watch a real estate live stream at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning? Well, I mean, I'm here, but I get it. A sleep stream, 13 people watching a dude sleep, and then I'm sitting here trying to do real estate. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how bad things are going. Now, I don't see any of the monkey channels, at least the one that I know about, but there is this one, Adorable Ben Activities Live Stream 42, Monkey Amy, 31 people watching. Now, if it comes to this, look, if in 5 years I can't break through like 100 people watching my stream, I'm just going to buy a monkey and I'm just going to record it and I'm going to put it on as a live stream. And if I fail at that, I don't even know. But I mean, I figured out that the key to YouTube success is you put a live camera somewhere, okay, or you have a monkey. That's what does it. And I don't even know how much a monkey costs. I don't know how to take care of the monkey, but I will do it. Don't make me buy a monkey and make a live stream about the monkey. I think monkeys are kind of creepy. I'm not joking. But if I have to, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to own a monkey. We've talked about class 7 and class 5 and class 30 animals. I mean, I can't have a boa constrictor that's more than 14 feet or something. I don't even know if one exists that big. I'll get a monkey and I will film it and I will use bad English to describe it and you will watch it. Or you can watch the real estate live stream. It's your choice. But I'm going to have some level of success on this somehow. Wanted to go over this quote. I've always thought it's really good to have. It says, The single most important decision you make is where you live. It drives your business opportunities, relationships, food and water supply, politics, activities, and day-to-day quality of life. That's Naval Ravikant. He's 100% right. If you don't like what's going on in your neighborhood, if you don't like what's going on in your city, get out. And I don't mean that as like they're forcing you to leave. I'm saying like just get out. Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you left the city. There's no honor in sitting there watching a city burn while you're a part of it. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Go where the jobs are. Go where the opportunity is. Just go. Now you say, John, why haven't you gone? Well, there's no, I went. I went to Detroit. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't ever want to go back. I failed. Common theme. No, don't want to go there. Say, well, John, go to like Texas. There's all kinds of opportunities. Great. I'm here. I may not stay in the county, but I do believe that. I mean, can you imagine going someplace like, now, no offense to probably the largest state in the country, but why do I want to go to California where the water's restricted, where the politics are not exactly great, where they've got, where they've got serious issues, homeless all over the streets? Why do I want to go there? I mean, it just seems to me that would be me going somewhere like I did in Detroit, where it's just a nightmare for me. It didn't, I mean, no, the city of Detroit did not say, hey, thank you for coming. We're going to make your life miserable. It didn't work that way. But I don't know. I don't know where I would go anymore. Anytime somebody's like, so everybody's going to Florida or Texas, I just don't feel like I want to be like everyone else. Maybe I'd go someplace miserable and cold, like South Dakota, North Dakota. I know that's strange, but I'd be confused by the time change. I was forever confused by the time change in Detroit. 1 hour earlier was just confusing to me. It just didn't make any sense. So, I don't know. Dare we talk about showings yesterday? I did actually do the real estate business. I was showing property yesterday. I was in my element. What I do. Lots of things to talk about with regards to the showings. Let's get into it. Showing number 1, I'll say it was in South City. A 731 square foot home. I won't give the address. I won't give my buyers. I won't give the price. I don't want you to know about it. I mean, I don't want to be that close. I don't want identifying factors in my videos about my showings. But anyway, I went, and the first thing is the showings were scheduled all day long. So this was the first time out with these buyers, and we went to the home, and there were people sitting in their cars, but I was like, it's time for me to go. So I go in, and I get to the door. Now here is a perfect encapsulation of bad real estate. Okay. They put the Supra on the rail next to the door. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not a tall person, but I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. The railing comes up to 36 inches, and they've got it at the bottom of the railing. So I have to stoop over in an uncomfortable manner to get this out, get this key out. But in their infinite wisdom, they put the key in there, and then they put it on a railing that's broken. Now, why would you sign off for something like that? You're literally going to put it on a railing that's broken, that's swinging back and forth. Like every real estate agent is going to see that first. And if they're smart, they're going to say, man, if they can't even get this together, how are they going to put the rest of the house together? How bad are these people? So anyway, I get the key out of the Supra, this is a weird lock. Now, I always joke with my buyers that we go to real estate school, and that's the first thing we learn is how to open doors. And some of them are tricky. This one, the top was locked, the bottom wasn't. So I put the key in the top and tried to turn it, and it just would not work. So I looked at my showing instructions just to make sure I didn't screw something up on my email, and I didn't. So I put it in the bottom one, turned it a bunch of times, pushed on the door, it opened. Okay, so we got in. As soon as we get in, like 7 real estate agents with their clients run right in. Now I hate that. I know I'm scheduled for one. Okay, I know these people aren't scheduled for one. I know they're just idiots and they're just irritating me. But anyway, so I get in there and I'm trying to, like, these are new buyers. They don't know what they're looking at. They're already upset because the pictures of the house online were not what they saw when they went to the house. They're like, this is bullshit already. They're 10 minutes in their home search and they figured out that this is just going to be a disaster because the pictures aren't going to line up with the houses. So first room, there's cracked plaster that somehow didn't make it on the pictures. Cracked wall didn't make it on the pictures. There's molding that's not even cut at an angle and then painted halfway white, and the rest of it looks like somebody was smoking and died there. So it's not going well. It's not going well. There's people coming in, all these agents and their people, and I'm like, ugh. So first room, second room, third room, they're like, this is a nice kitchen. Yeah. And they're like, there was a nice bathroom. And then you get to the back, and there was a room built that it's not unusual to have a room built over as a porch. You know, as a porch, and then they put a room on there. That's what they did here. And then the couple said, you know, hey, this would be good enough for an office. Okay. Has off-street parking in the back, which I think is great. Go downstairs just to try to get away from the people. And there is a bathroom down there, and it's creepy. And so we stand in the corner for a second and just kind of go over stuff. And I said, you know, hey, you know, I'm just showing. Some people get really, really, it's very fat. This is why I'm trying to explain it, because it's the difference between me and other agents. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm pointing out everything wrong with this house. And I'm not pointing it out wrong saying like, okay, this is a reason not to buy the house. I'm just pointing out things that you should be aware of, because we don't really care about the color of the walls. Okay, we can paint those relatively cheap. Okay, we don't really care about some of these things, right? We just need to know, like, how old are the systems in the house? You know, how old is the HVAC? How old is the roof? You know, how much money are you going to need to spend to get this house to where you'd want to live in it? Okay. Meanwhile, there's this jackass agent walking through the house saying, "Oh, wouldn't you love to have coffee here in this wonderful kitchen? Ooh, wouldn't you? This is a wonderful room for when you're watching TV in a cold night." It's the guy's just selling. Okay, full of shit. And my buyer, who is new to the game, okay, first day out, says to her boyfriend or husband, I don't know which, and it doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, did you see that guy just selling the house? And it was a pile of junk. And right there and then they knew they'd made the right decision with me, because I'm not that guy. When we go look at houses, here's the things I would pay attention to. Here it is relative to the price. You know, is it worth making an offer or not? It's not, hey, every house is beautiful, you should write an offer on this one. Because you're an idiot. If you think every house you go to is the one you should write an offer on, you're an idiot. 100%. That guy wouldn't do that with I'd say this, Mr. Real Estate Agent, do you buy every house that you go to when for your own house? I didn't like him. Is he better agent than I am? Like, does he have better stats than I do? I don't know. I didn't really recognize him. I don't really care. If that's what it takes to be successful, I'm not in. I'm just not. So we go to the first house. I just left it open. I swear I'm going to get an email from somebody that said, you know, you broke every single rule in Maris. because you didn't lock up and you didn't. It's like, what am I going to do? There's people coming in and out of the house like crazy. But we'll get to that because it happens later on. So we had set this search up so that we had 4 houses to go see. Well, one of them went under contract. So then I tried to move the one up so that I wasn't wasting time, but they wouldn't let me move it up. So anyway, we go to the second house. The second house, couple things about me. One, parallel parking and I are not friends. We never have been friends. And it doesn't matter what technology there is. I am not I hate it. I'm terrible at it. I get scared and I just don't like it. I'll do it. I just don't want to. So I pull up like half a block before the houses that I'm listed. And I managed to put my car right in a pile of ice. Okay, so when I get out, it's just straight ice. And the sidewalk in this particular neighborhood is kind of funny because on one side they get sun and on the other side they don't. I was on the side that didn't get any sun. And so every single sidewalk was just covered in ice. And I'm wearing shoes that are slippery. I mean, I have slippery shoes on. The ice storm was like, I don't know. I don't even remember what day. I think it was maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know, but I thought it would have all been done by now. Anyway, we're going to a particular person's listing, and I know the people that are listing the house as far as I know of them, and they are independent brokers in St. Louis, and they've built a big business, and there's reasons why they built their big business. First of all, they're not afraid to take chances. Second of all, they deliver. My motto is Deerwood delivers. They do deliver. I try to deliver as well. I don't know. You have to ask my clients. But one of the things they do is they've got a warehouse somewhere where they have all the latest furniture. And they literally go in and stage houses themselves. There's no question that they do it themselves. And they do a wonderful job. But I know it's always staged because it's the same furniture in every house, in every picture. And here's what they do differently than other stagers. Number one, they put stuff in the rooms that is actual real furniture. They do not use boxes. They do not use, I don't know, what was I going to say? They don't use, like, for the bed, they don't use boxes. They don't have any TVs anywhere in the house because TVs kind of date the place. If you have a tube television in 2022, it looks weird. If you have a flat screen from 2010, it looks kind of weird. We've moved on. So, yeah, they'll stage the whole house, and it's gorgeous. And they just know, I'll be honest with you. They stage that house, and it will sell because they know what people are looking at, and they know how to make it so that you don't pay attention to anything. As an example. They're charging, they're asking a tremendously high price for the neighborhood, but the HVAC is trash. The water heater is trash. 98% of the agents and buyers that go through that house aren't going to notice that when they go. So anyway, the house was the flooring, okay, was the original floor, and it was just wood planks. It wasn't like nice wood planks. It was like pine, and it was painted. And even on a day like yesterday, there was stuff tracked everywhere. It was dark, and it would be a nightmare to live there and deal with that on a daily basis. But anyway, they do a fine job. If I was ever in competition with one of their agents, and depending on the situation, I would say, hey, I get it. I would not be upset. I would not be, because they're doing it, and they've got all kinds of ins. They've got all kinds of advantages over me as far as like how they can do their business. And you can read into that however you'd want to. But anyway, that house was great. My buyers were like, this house is great. I'm like, I know it's great because these are the people that did it. So then they're like, it's the first day out. They're not writing an offer. So then we go to the next house, and this is kind of what I wanted to spend some time on. This house, for these buyers, I should houses for some other buyers after that, but this house was the perfect fix and flip debacle. And what I mean by that is The person that did the fix and flip is smart. They know what to do. They know how to do things. But they're also trying to get away with something, and it shows. So here's the thing. The outside of the house looks cool. Looks kind of trendy, but you're not in a trendy neighborhood. So that's weird. Then there's no fence between your house and the neighbor in the back. So it looks like there's this big yard, but you're literally right on top of your neighbor. And then the biggest thing is you go in the house and the it's not a wide house, but it's collapsing. Like the floor was collapsing, and it was like doing this. I'm doing this right in front of the camera. Why? Oh, there's my other arm. Okay, here we go. So it does this. It like goes in a V right in the center of the floor. And so all the walls, all the door frames, everything just kind of goes and bends right into the center. Now, no one wants to live in that. Not for that price. So what happens? Well, they spent, I'd say 20,000 on a new bathroom, and it's perfectly trendy. Okay, perfect. It's what everyone would want. They painted the walls perfect. Everything's perfectly done except for how are you going to fix this? And they go downstairs and they put in these bracing timbers. But it's too late. It's just too late. The house is collapsing on itself. And none of the doors work. It's just. And then the foundation. If you have a leaky foundation, if you have a foundation that's rotting, don't make repairs. Don't cement the mortar, right? Don't replace the mortar. Just paint it white, and people won't notice. And paint the floor gray, and people won't notice. That's what they did. And someone's going to buy this house, I have no doubt. But it's just not going to be my buyers, because we've gone over the searching now, and they know, like, hey, this is not good. Now, what I did like about this house was it was maybe a block. It wasn't even a block from like some restaurants and some bars. And these are young people, and they need a place to go. They need a place, like if they've been working all day and they need to have lunch, they need to be able to, walk up, have dinner, go have dinner, have a drink, and go back home and not have a problem. This was perfect for that. But other than that, the house was terrible. And they knew it. And, we're good. Everything was good. Now, what I thought was really good is, new buyers, they're out there looking. They're not disappointed by what they see. And they called me last night, or they texted me and they said, hey, we saw this other house today. Can we go see it now? 100% yes. Why? Well, first of all, it's the weekend, and that's when I show houses. Second, like if this house isn't an open house, but these buyers, I'd let them go to an open house on their own, because they would have it. They know what they're doing. They're not dumb. They understand. And they're also not looking for something that's unreasonable. I talk about this all the time. I have these one buyers. These are not the same ones. I have a group of buyers that wants $1 million house, and they want to pay about $330,000 for it. And it's not going to happen. And I don't know how to explain that to them in a way that they're gonna get. And they're nice people, but they keep choosing these houses that they think are deals. There's no such thing as a deal in this market. You just go and you buy something, and 5 years from now, if the market tanks, then you're where you're going to be for a while, and just deal with it. It'll pick back up at some point in time, in theory. But anyway, I just thought it's rare to come to an agreement with buyers, like where they're not looking for something outlandish to start. So, that being said, I left those buyers, and I went to go show houses or just one house for another set of buyers. Totally different setup. So I was looking at houses below 200,000 in South City. And then now I'm looking at houses 600,000 and less anywhere in the county or city. So they'd seen the pictures online. We meet up. But before that, I was running a little early, and so it didn't make any sense for me to go to my house. So I'm sitting there, and I'm at the listing, and I'm in my car, and I'm waiting. And one of the things I found interesting about certain agents is they make it about them. They assume that people like them because of who they are. And I mean, you can offer things about yourself, I guess, but people are like the buyers are interested in the house. They're not interested in you. They don't really want to be your friend. They don't really like you. They see you as a means to an end. So this lady is a real estate agent, and I don't know how she got these buyers. Okay, but I'm sitting in my car and I'm listening to her, and she says the most St. Louis thing ever. She says, "Well, I went to school we were in Webster. I went to Narix. Now Narix is not Webster School District; it's a private school." And she's very proud of it. And she goes, "Yeah, we played soccer over in this field across the way." And she's so proud of the fact that she went to this school. And I didn't go to one of those schools. I went to Afton. Okay, I'm not ashamed. It's just where I went, but it wasn't Narix for sure. So anyway, she's just annoying with her talk. Then another agent shows up to show her. Now I know when my appointment is. And these people, like, they've been there for an hour. Okay, so that's ridiculous. I don't like people that stay at houses for like hours just walking around. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. So anyway, so then I go to look at the house, and my buyers show up, and the first thing I ask is, where did you go to high school? And it was totally condescending because I know these buyers and they're funny and they understood exactly what I said. And so we had a good laugh about that. I think they're lifelong St. Louisans. I think so. So anyway, we go to the house, and we're like, and the lady from, Narix, 40 years ago, no one cares about. She said, "There's some people in there." And I'm like, I don't care. I've got an appointment and I'm going in. Like, I'm supposed to be here for this time. It's not my fault that they showed up 4 minutes before my time and now I've jumped the line. So we go in, and apparently the one lady had forgotten her Supra and couldn't lock it. And then the other lady let her in. And then, I don't know, some other BS. Anyway, I'm in there, and while I'm in the first room, a lady comes down and she says, "I'm going to lock the Supra so that you can put your, code in." I'm like, "Oh, great." So that lady who didn't even use her Supra to get in is sitting there telling me that I need to do. So it's like, so we walk through the house. First of all, the backyard is terrible. There's a house right on the patio, and then what they did, they put these pictures of these flowers on the kitchen countertop. Like, look at how great our backyard is during the spring. It's like, well, I don't want to do all that maintenance. The house was all chopped up. They wanted a lot of money for it, in my opinion. I didn't like anything about it. One of the things that was weird is they had steps in the closet. There was like 4 steps in a closet, and they didn't go anywhere. There was no point. They were just kind of there. Would I have done anything different? Well, no, I knew it was old people that were in the house. You could just kind of tell it had the old people vibe. And I knew my buyers are looking for something kind of unique, but this isn't the unique they were thinking of. I mean, one of the things that I'm not real excited about, and I've never been excited about, and I'll have houses to list, but some houses are designed, you have the garage, and then you have that breezeway, and then you have the house. Well, people always try to make that breezeway into a room, which is fine. But normally when they do that, it's on a concrete pad. There's no heating or cooling along with the rest of the house. So it's always a strange temperature. And everyone walks right through it to go to the garage. Like, I don't know. Redoing a breezeway and calling it like a room. So that's what I've got for you there. Came home and I was tired. Now, I can see it's 9:40. I know I'm not going to get all the stuff done by 1. And I know I've got a tight schedule today. Today I'm going to go show houses, and then I'm going to change the headlights the bulbs in my wife's car. I'm going to attempt it. God only knows what's going to happen. I'm thrilled at the effort to try. Wish me luck. I kind of want to do it when it's close to dark so I can see what's going on, but I also kind of don't want to be responsible for trying to fix something in the dark because I can't see. So probably try to replace it during the day and then at night check and see how it turned out. That's the plan. I need to check the oil in my car, but I'm not going to get that done today. I changed the oil last week, you know that. And I should check the oil in the daughter's car, but probably not going to get to that. And I don't know. That's my day. It's Sunday, lazy day. Let's get into the Google search articles in case I've missed anything else. Okay. Nope. Here we go. So, do you know who Jean-Luc Brunel is? Well, he's dead. I think that's the best thing I can say about that. But let's get into that because it's a fascinating story. Remember, Epstein didn't kill himself. People around him keep dying, and he died. But I'm sure there's nothing weird about this. It says French model agent pal of Jeffrey Epstein found hanged in a prison cell. Isn't that weird? Epstein and this guy both hanged. Weird. French model agent who was charged with securing girls and young women for billionaire pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was found dead Saturday in a Paris prison cell. Jean-Luc Brunel was found hanged by his bedsheets in his cell around 1:30 a.m. local time at a prison. Brunel, who ran Karen Models in Paris and later formed MC2 Model Management with Epstein, was awaiting trial on charges of sexual assault and rape. He's also being investigated for trafficking minors, including girls as young as 12 years old. Brunel's lawyers insisted that the disgraced fashion fixture's decision was not guided by guilt, but by a sense of injustice. Wow. Here he is all up in everyone's mix. It says, Jean-Luc Brunel has never stopped claiming his innocence. He has multiplied his efforts to prove it. A judge had released him a few months ago, and then he was reincarcerated in undignified conditions, his lawyers said. Indignified conditions in a jail. So if you're ever in jail, is there a dignified condition? Brunel, who was credited with launching the careers of Christy Turlington, Monica Bellucci, and Angie Everhart, went into hiding after Epstein's own suicide in a Manhattan lockup in 2019. So I don't have any sympathy for these people at all. At all. None. French police arrested Brunel in December 2021 as a probe into acts of sexual nature believed to have been committed by Epstein and accomplices. He was released under judicial supervision for a few days in November 2021, only to return to custody following a decision by Court of Appeals. The deaths of Epstein and Brunel under similar circumstances have riled up conspiracy theorists who believe that both men were privy to the secrets of some of the world's most powerful players, including politicians and financiers. Okay, so am I a conspiracy theorist because this guy was trash, Epstein was trash, and they did a lot of trashy things? I'm the one that's the bad person here, right? It was very convenient and yes, suspicious, who nonetheless said he was not yet convinced Brunel was suicided. Another Paris-based photographer who worked with Brunel said it's weird. Ian Maxwell, Ghislaine's brother, called Brunel's death really shocking. It shouldn't be really shocking that anybody that has anything to do with this is being murdered or dying suspiciously. And wasn't this a week after that Prince Andrew fellow settled some sort of multi-million-dollar settlement with one of the victims? So another death by hanging in a high-security prison. My reaction is one of total shock and bewilderment. I don't think your words are accurate. You cannot be totally shocked and bewildered that people keep showing up murdered in prison. Like Maxwell, one of Ghislaine's 4 siblings, said that the family now fears for her safety. They should fear for her safety a long time ago, like at the beginning, at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn where she is being held. I mean, they should always do that. They noted that it was ironic that she is under suicide watch, while Brunel and Epstein were not at the time of their deaths in their respective prisons. She was deemed a suicide risk, and they are now waking her up every 15 minutes. It's a complete violation of prisoner rights and human rights. Well, if she winds up dead, I would think that that's also a violation of prison rights and human rights. But these other people keep showing up dead. So French prison authorities told Le Parisien that no breach in security at the prison where Brunel was being housed had occurred, and an investigation into the cause of death had been opened. Yes. I'm looking forward to the investigation. And who's probably conducting the investigation? Probably the prison. Think the prison's going to rat itself out? No. The prison is known for its brutal conditions as well as housing some of the world's most notorious criminals like Carlos the Jackal, who is serving a life sentence for the murder of an informant for the French government and 2 French counterintelligence agents. That doesn't seem like somebody that's not that interesting. But anyway, this fellow dead. If he did what they think he did, death isn't even strong enough. So now I want to take this story a couple different ways because I don't want to. I know what the narrative is, and it's not a nice one. Okay, I know what the narrative. The narrative is that poor people shop at these stores, and so it's funny that this is the situation. That's the narrative, but I'm not going to go with that one because I don't think that's very nice. And I think that regular people shop at these stores too. Rodent infestation leads to recalls at more than 400 Family Dollar stores. Now, I don't think that it's great. Discount chain Family Dollar is voluntarily recalling several of its products that it shipped to more than 400 stores after an FDA investigation uncovered a rodent infestation at a distribution center in Arkansas. Now, like, how bad would a rodent infestation have to be for the FDA to be involved and to tell them, like, hey, you might want to just knock this off? It says, in addition to the recall, Family Dollar on Saturday also temporarily closed the 404 affected locations. The stores are located across Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, and Tennessee. So someone in Missouri might be getting a rodent-infested, Twix or something. So it says discount chain Family Dollar is voluntarily recalling several of its products that ship to more than 400 stores in the South after a U.S. Food and Drug Administration investigation uncovered a rodent infestation at a distribution center in Arkansas. Ugh. In addition to the recall, Family Dollar on Saturday also temporarily closed the 404 affected locations. Ugh. The FDA said in a release Friday that it recently inspected a facility in West Memphis, Arkansas, after it received a consumer complaint. Now, that's very interesting. According to the agency, regulators found live and dead rodents in various states of decay. They also found rodent feces and urine, evidence of gnawing, nesting, and rodent odors throughout the facility, dead birds and bird droppings, and products stored in conditions that did not protect against contamination. So you have this distribution center that's filled with rodents and dead birds and it's not a good situation. And then, when I start that other live stream, is like, do you want to work in a situation like that? More than 1,100 dead rodents were found following a fumigation of the facility in January in 2022. 1,100 dead rats. Regulators also discovered what appeared to be a history of infestation, and a review of the company's internal records indicated the collection of more than 2,300 rodents from March to September of last year. Wow, this is not good. No one should be subjected to products stored in this kind of unacceptable conditions that we found in this Family Dollar distribution facility. These conditions appear to be violations of federal law that could put families' health at risk. Now, I don't know what the federal laws are. Rodent contamination can cause salmonella and other infectious diseases. Family Dollar said it was not aware of any reports of illness related to the recall. Family Dollar said in a release Friday that its products covered by the recall include all drugs, medical devices, cosmetics, dietary supplements, and human and animal food products that were stored and shipped from the center. The alert covers purchases from Family Dollar stores in those 6 states from January of first year to the present. Products shipped directly to the store by the distributor or manufacturer aren't included. The recalls also don't extend to any other locations. Family Dollar is notifying its affected stores by a letter asking them to check their stock immediately and to quarantine and discontinue the sale of any affected product. Customers that may have bought affected product may return such product to the Family Dollar store where they were purchased without receipts. I don't know if that's enough. I'm just looking in Missouri because I live here. I don't go to. Okay, so Charleston, Dexter, East Prairie, Kennett, Sykeston, Van Buren, West Plains. Nowhere close to where I live. I really feel bad about this. I really think that, like, as a human, if you see like mouse piss all over a bottle, I just don't feel like you should be shipping that out. Like, you should sell somebody and they should care. But I also know how people work, and we know that that's not what people do. Let's look at some houses. I mean, I'm pressed for time and I want to see some houses. We're going to go to Henderson, Nevada. I think this $18 million house I looked at before, so I'm not going to do it. But we're going to look at this one for $32 million. And if I've seen it before, if you've seen it before with me, I apologize. 50 pictures, single family home, 186 days on the market, built in 2017. The property history listed in August of 2021. Property details, not too much. Let's go over it. 14,200 square foot, 3-story estate, 26,416 square feet under roof, featuring 4 bedrooms, including a massive owner's suite, 9 baths, and 3 climate-controlled garages, with space to accommodate up to 12 vehicles, including an impressive car lift that brings the vehicle directly to the second-floor owner's suite. Now, that is impressive. A custom glass elevator is the centerpiece of the estate. Well, that's, you know what? I like elevators, so that's good. The home showcases the highest quality smart home automation residential technology available in the market. High-tech amenities found throughout the estate include more custom full spectrum LED lighting, advanced security systems with 32 cameras and biometric scan entries, 13 integrated motorized door systems, cutting-edge Creston Pro technology. I don't know what that means. More than 20,000 square feet of heated indoor and outdoor tile flooring, high-fidelity music distribution, and 32 video displays throughout the property featuring centralized 4K video distribution. If you want it all, it's here, including the best views in the city. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I mean, that's interesting. It's odd to me. I don't understand how you live in a house like this. And this is not a complaint. This is not. I mean, it doesn't feel like a house at a certain point. It feels like a warehouse. It's cool though, because see how you can see outside, you can open the windows and stuff. It's very modern. The kitchen is just like, it's huge. You know, it's like they keep showing these same things. Like, are there more rooms? Like, where is the master bedroom? Is that it? Is that the game room? Oh, it's got a basketball court. That's cool. There's your theater room. There's that lift. I think that's a McLaren, but I'm not sure. There's your bathroom. There's a closet. This to me is just, is this the bathroom with the, I don't even know. I mean, that is a cool view. I'll give you that. So this house, not for me. Not a complaint. It's a beautiful house. I would go down to, where were we? Tampa Bay? That had some nice houses. Okay, so that's one. 15 million. Like I said, I think we saw this one. 15 million. Another modern home. I don't know if it's a new construction. I don't know if it's real. Yeah, it's not. It's not even built. This is just fake. See, it's not real. So I'm not looking at that one. 14.9. Let's see if that one's real. $50 pictures. No. This is all, they're just building that. It's not real. This one is real. 12.5 million, 7 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, 11,000 square feet. 40 pictures. 363 days on the market. Let's look and see if it's been in there longer than that. Oh, been listed since been listed a lot and never sold, basically. Okay. Nice pool. Nice view. I like what they did here. The casita. And they've got all the things set up there. Nice entrance. I don't know. Furniture and I are not getting along. It's too big for me. I think for myself, I think a 5,000 square foot home would be about as big as I'd ever want a home. I don't think I need this much. Even in my house right now, I literally go from my theater room, my office, to the bedroom, sometimes in the kitchen. I'm just not that guy. And I feel bad, but okay, so that's that. Wasn't anything there that made me too excited. Let's look at one more. I think that's going to be a fake one. I think this one is virtually staged. I think this one is fake. I think that one's fake. Look at this one. It's real. Last one of the day. It's by a lake. 3 days on the market, built in 2005. 18,000 square feet. Look at that view there. It's on almost an acre lot. There's a bridge across it, the pool, which, I mean, really, that's always cool. This is a neat house. I've never seen anything like it. Look at the ceilings. They just did a beautiful job. I don't know what this is. I don't understand. You just walk up and now is it a closet? Is it a closet in the bedroom? Look at that view. There's the kitchen. That's kind of cool. The finish. I mean, for me, this is a pretty nice house. I would be okay here. I know this sounds bad, but it's the theater room I'd really like to have. Couch. I like a couch in the theater room. They got the fans just going. I don't know if it's hot there that day or what. No, that one's not. I think this is a wine cellar. I think that's a massage area. There's the game room. But you know what? Cool house. Cool house. Listed since 2021. Spectacular, luxurious estate on 3.25 acres with stunning views of Lake Las Vegas. This fully furnished estate boasts one of kind decor that will leave you awestruck. Swim in one of your two infinity edge pools with beautiful water features built in. Barbecue area, relax and kick back in your own dedicated media room that comfortably seats 15 after choosing a fine beverage from your own private secret wine cellar and adjoining tasting room. Entertain with pool tables, gaming tables, foosball. Take the elevator and turn in for the night in one of the luxurious bedroom suites. Work hard. Play hard. In this double-gated diamond, become a member of the South Shores Country Club, South Shores County Club. This secluded, remarkable estate is a must-see to appreciate all the features and hidden gems. Well, the listing description is pretty terrible. Let's be honest. Well, I feel like that's all. That's the furthest I want to go today. I'm going to try and set up the live stream for tomorrow on the other channel. Wish me luck. Remember, tomorrow is live stream on the other channel, Deerwood Realty live stream. It'll be our first one. Good luck to us. Wish us luck because we're going to need it. With that, I'm going to head out. Thank you for watching, and bye. Goodbye, Deerwood Realty.